Hello and welcome back to my channel, Crafty Concepts with Erin. Today, the creative design team is bringing you a video collaboration all about tags and creative ways to use them. So I have here in front of me the remnants of my Aurora paper collection. I've been using this a ton, so I have a little bit left. And then these are the tags and tabs thin cuts. So these are really cool and versatile. I'm going to be building a scrapbook layout for you first today using these, but stay tuned because I have several other projects to share with you. So this is the May and June catalog. And the June stamp of the month you can get for only $5 with the qualifying purchase. And it coordinates, you can see these garden images coordinate with these tags perfectly. So since I have a lot of leftover scraps in this collection, I'm going to be making several tags from the different pattern papers here. So you can see I've really cut into this and there's just bits and pieces. I do have that one constellation page, so I'm going to be using that, but you can see I've already cut several of the pattern papers and created some tags. I also use the coordinating picture my life cards. I have this photo of my youngest son and his dog Luna all snuggled up on a camping trip in his mummy sleeping bag, and I thought this is just a fun photo, so I have an idea to incorporate all of these tags. So I'm beginning with a sheet of pebble cardstock, and normally I remove these zip strips or the branding strips, but I want to leave it on. So I'm going to cut from the other side and then just let this be part of my layout as is. And then I'm going to bring these tags in and tuck them under and make just like a whole line of tags off to the right hand side here. And I'm just kind of placing them, and I see I have two of the darker like green colors towards the bottom, and so I want to balance that by bringing one to the upper third and then one to the bottom third, and only one green tag, so that one goes in the middle there, and then we have the lighter colors balancing that on the edges, as you can see. So I'm just kind of randomly tucking these around, and I want them to be kind of wonky and just kind of fun, playful, tucking out the side there. And then I have these picture my life cards, and I just want to cruise through these and see if there's anything I can incorporate. I did use several of these to punch some tags from, but I'm just looking for some more to incorporate onto my layout. And then I thought this one looks good. I like that gray color with the mountains in the background and the word awesome. And then just kind of auditioning a few others, but I think I'll just go with that one. And now I also have these awesome stamp sets that coordinate with the Aurora collection. I will also be bringing in this here or there stamp set, and these are good for anything. Arrows are kind of a go-to embellishment for boy pages. For embellishments, I have these Aurora acrylic shapes. That was the word escape. And then we also have these wooden buttons that are part of the Stitch Together collection. But I want to bring in some of the wooden elements onto this outdoorsy layout. So these are from those stamp sets I just showed you. And I want to bring more green into the left-hand side of the page. So I didn't like the tag up top there, so I think I'm going to end up covering that word awesome, but that's okay. I don't have to have it there. And then start layering up my embellishments. This adventure outside is going to be my title. And then from the coordinating sticker sheet, I'm going to bring more green in with that pine tree, which has some really cool foiling. You'll see when I hold it up in the light. And then I have a button there on the tag, and I'm definitely going to want to balance that out by bringing in a few more buttons. So rather than hide this entire picture my life card, I'm just going to cut off the top and use that for a little border piece there. I, as you can see, put the acrylic shape there. There's an arrow underneath my title, and I want to balance that out. So I have the word escape, and it's not really showing up on that gray tag. So I'm going to kind of move these around so I have a light colored tag to highlight that word escape. So again, I'm just rebalancing them and moving them around to where I think it looks good. And I'm going to incorporate that button so it balances the opposite side. I won't put buttons on all the tags. I just want to highlight the special tags with the embellishments. So here is this awesome here or there stamp set, and I'm going to stamp several of these arrows out. Now you can get this with the coordinating thin cuts, which I did. So this is a brand new stamp set. You saw me rub it on my arm to season it, and now I'm stamping it on a piece of printer paper just to make sure it's nice and crisp. So this is the Evergreen color, and we're stamping out the word adventure. And I'm cleaning that off with my stamp chamois, and then I'm just going to pull off a few more images that I think would look good and jive with this layout theme. So I'll go ahead and get these stamped, and I wish I had the Sapphire color, but due to what's going on and shipping, we have unfortunately been out of a lot of inks. So this is the old Moonstruck color, which is not exact but close. It'll work for this layout. So I'm just stamping them again in the green and then the blue and just kind of alternating that. And then I will use the coordinating thin cuts and just tape those down into place and run them through my die cutting machine. So you can see we have those punched out, and I'm just trying them out around the layout. And this third one, I'm not really sure. Maybe I won't use that one. I've added more of those acrylic shapes. We have a few stars scattered around. And then I'm showing you that I cut that tab. So now we have 3 points of green around the layout, which I like that it brought that color up. So just a little jute twine from my stash. I've tied a few little bows, and I think less is more. I'm only going to do 2 again on those tags that have a little bit more embellishment with the buttons. And I'm using this Tombo mono liquid glue to adhere these acrylic shapes. It works really well for these. And liquid glass works really well also, but I broke my fine tip applicator, so I'm waiting for a new one to come in. But this glue works well, it dries clear. And then I'm popping up, I thought this little wolf emblem was kind of cute because, you know, my son's dog is in there, so it has kind of went along with that. And just getting the last of these acrylic shapes tacked on into place. And I'm using a little red line tape for the little jute or burlap ribbon bows. This is super, super sticky, and your ribbon will not budge. Sometimes the glues, liquid glues will work for, you know, something like this, but you have to wait for it to dry. So I want to bring in some brads. Now, who has this little organizer case? I am laughing because it's really old, but I love this organizer case, and they don't carry it anymore. But it was actually what first drew me to Close to My Heart products. I was at a scrapbooking retreat, and of course everybody brings all their stuff, and I kept walking by this one lady's table, and she had this, and I'm like, you know, I must know more about this. So she shared with me a catalog, and I wanted all the pretty things, so I became a consultant. And yeah, that was, gosh, I think 17 years ago now. I've always loved organizational goodies, and so naturally that drew me in. But yeah, I'm pretty much 99% Close to My Heart products because they're great and I love them. So back to the layout, I'm just showing you I put washi tape. I'll do the rest later, but washi tape over the back of those brads, and then you can slide it in and out of your page protector. So that layout is finished, and I want to show you this Father's Day card I made with the same products. So we have these tags that I just did the same thing and made a little background, and then I brought in the classic alphabet thin cuts here for my dad letters, and I've stamped Happy Father's Day inside and finished it off with a few brads, and it turned out great, super fast and easy. Another way I use these tags is in I have a little traveler's notebook for my garden journal, and I use that June stamp of the month. But this, I love that I can print my journaling out on my computer, so it can be nice and neat and tidy and tiny, and then print that out on my computer on white daisy cardstock, and then just cut it out with the tag, and it lines up perfectly, because there's no way I could cut the tag first and then run it through my printer. So again, here's that June stamp of the month, and I've just included this little floral stamped image into my garden journal. But yeah, that being able to cut the journaling tags like that is really cool for me. I'm pretty excited about that. So all these projects from these 2 thin cuts. So the fabulous Tina Level is up next after me. So in the description box below, you will find all the contributors for this video collaboration from the creative design team. So be sure to hop all the way around for tons of tag related inspiration. Be sure to give me a like and click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.